chicken coop day 3, okay? We put up the roof supports I was talking about in between the rafters, every 2 foot up. So we have some more meat to actually drill the metal roof into once we get to that part. I'm currently working on the hardware cloth on the windows. You don't need it till you need it. So I have this hardware cloth that I used for my custom dirt sifter I used for one of my videos. So we're actually getting use out of it, which is great because it's just been sitting in my shed over there. So now I have these fence poultry staples is what they're called. I believe the size is 3/4 inch. So I should just be able to drive these in and hold the actual hardware cloth down. I wanted it to have basically the same width and height so nothing could really push in, and it looks like it fits pretty damn good. So, and holding this little chinga with my hand, yep, scratching my tricep, feels great. And I hit my thumb, feels great. We can get this pulled pretty snug here. Go every few inches while giving some tension on it. So I really think you could go overboard with putting in more of these little fence hooks, but I think for the most part, it'll stop predators from trying to get in. And this is the same thing I'm gonna do on the other side now that I showed you how to do it kind of in real time. We can time lapse the rest. This is a smaller window, and then I have to figure out how I want to do it on top here around the edge. But hey man, it's really starting to look like a coop now, and I'm getting really pumped about it because I guess it's hard to visualize at first, but when it starts coming together, you see the windows and stuff, it really starts looking pretty nice. Second smaller window is done. I can still come back and really strengthen this wire, which I'll probably do just to really make sure nothing can try to push through there, because I do have stray cats in the area, but I have fun. Having a lot of fun doing this actually. I've gotten to a point in the build where I'm not sure what I want to do now with this opening. I originally wanted to be air ventilation. I do have this one wired now in the front, but I'm just not sure how I want to cleanly wire this, so I might just hold off on that. I don't have any of that wire long enough to have a full piece on both sides anyway, so I guess now it's time to put the OSB on the roof. Wanted to show you guys the nails we're using. It does have these little notches on it, which is supposed to strengthen it by 40% according to Google. So we're using these for the OSB to tack on top, and I'm going to put you guys on my forehead with this GoPro head mount I have. It's gonna be pretty spicy out here with no shade on my head, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing down here. A POV of building a chicken coop. Slide it over. Should be a nice fit. Want to get it as flush as I can with the edge here. I really hope you can see this with my speed square. Just to make sure we'll be good going all the way up. It looks like we will be. Kind of feels good to use a hammer and nail, except since my belt is backwards now, my nails are in my right hand, which is my hammering hand, so that's kind of weird. Make sure it's still good. Looks pretty good. It's framing, not going to be completely perfect. Roughly every foot. We do have the raptors going across. You can see here, we'll nail all the way up to that too. So I guess we can just half it right here. since I know how I have this laid out, I have a foot on the edge, then I have 4 feet here, but 2 foot centers. So this is a total of 4 feet, and then obviously a foot of overhang. So when I'm up top, I know where I have these nailers from here to here, 2 feet in, boom, nailer, all the way across. So when you're up here nailing, you know exactly where your nailer is. For me, it's that 1 foot in right here that I just showed you. 1 foot from here to here. And then I know 3 feet from here is the center because it's 6 feet wide and I have a nailer down the center. So it's a little confusing, but you're just connecting all the dots when you're nailing in, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, across on your 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot from the edge. So everything kind of ties in. I just almost rolled my ankle in that hole. Everything kind of ties together here, and you start to understand why it's built the way it is. Almost fell off my ladder. So we have the decking done. I probably should have put another H-clip in the center. I think it's gonna be okay. But now we have to start getting our asphalt paper, tar paper put on top. Then we can do our drip edge. So let's get that ready, and it is really hot today. I started on this far end. I have 3 inches of overhang on the next layer, and this next layer will go flush to here and overlap as much as this one's going to. Probably pretty much of an overlap, but that is how you do this paper. I'm telling you, it is spicy today. It's so hot that it's turning off my GoPro, so I can't film a lot of cool time-lapse stuff. So I'm gonna do the drip edge now. I marked it in the center. This is a 10-foot piece of drip edge. Start at the center, go to the end, slightly cut it on the top, bend it, put it down. Now we're doing this in steps as well. This is being the highest step in terms of 3 different steps. We have another piece of drip edge we're gonna underlap slightly when it gets to about this bend right here. Go to the end, have the tar paper overlap the final drip edge on the actual side where the water is gonna fall off. I lied, I cannot find the nails I need for that drip edge. So now I have to go to the store. Son of a bitch! I got them. I know I have these somewhere in my house. This is what they look like, just for the drip edge. It's got a nice, fairly large flat top to it, so the drip edge can't go over it, but that's what it looks like, and that's what I was looking for. To any roofers out there, I apologize if this is not right, but what I did is mark a line straight across with my speed square, and then I'm just literally, if I can get this held for you guys here, slightly lift it and bend it under, maybe like so, something like this. Guys, sorry if it's really hard to follow what I'm doing here, but now we have a consistent bend around the edge. I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. Everything was going so smooth, and then I just had a brain fart and messed up my tarp paper here. So what I should have done is bring the tarp paper in between this bend in the metal, so it would be a full piece going over this overlap, but my dumbass cut it. So that kind of defeated the purpose of what I was supposed to do here. So I had a full piece halved from the center, came down to about there. Another full piece that came down and bent until about right here. And this piece came down, bent up into right here. We're on the second day of the build on this current video. Turns out I know nothing about metal roofing. I made it 8 feet long, and with having a little bit of overhang so water can fall off of here, it would only be my luck that it is too short in the front now. So I had to go to the store and buy this. Pretty sure this is only meant to be a drip edge, but we're gonna use it for the front here. So in the event of wind blowing rain this way, I do have the little foam inserts here that I'm gonna have to put in here before I tack this down. So redneck engineering the roof. I'm supposed to have some pretty aggressive siding on the edge here. Turns out I know nothing about metal roofing, so everything is wrong. Everything was going very well until I started messing with the metal roofing. But if you can see here, you see this edge, and then you see the metal roofing kind of ends here. I would have liked to have something like that. I went to the store and got what I thought was that. Turns out it's just not gonna work. I'm doing everything wrong, but we're gonna make it work, guys. Sometimes in life, you just gotta say F it and just go with it. So I've been getting after it, guys. These are the screws I'm using, which do have an O-ring on there. You wanna tighten them just to where you start getting the O-ring to kind of squeeze out, but you don't wanna over tighten them. So I don't know, every 2 feet up, because that's where my nailers are. So we did about 2 rows, 2 or 3 wide here, coming all the way up to 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot. And now I'm just continuing to walk my way over so there's no weird bends in it or waves. So working my way over, coming up slowly, coming up slowly, coming up slowly. So like I said, it ain't right. This is not right, guys, but I guess it's gotta work, you know? That's what I got. I'll make it work. We got the metal roof screwed down every 2 feet up all the way to the edge. Now I must construct this cap for the end. I'm not looking forward to it. Everything looks pretty good, durable. I'm just concerned about this janky edge that is not supposed to be like that, but unfortunately, that's the way it is. And I do want to show you guys, this shed I'm about to show you is older than me. It's still standing, still does its job. So look at this shed. And you tell me anything that I'm doing over here on my chicken coop is not gonna be an upgrade from that shed I just showed you. I think it's gonna be okay. We'll be good to go. Okay guys, I'm not happy about it, but I think we got it sealed up pretty well. It looks a little janky, a little ghetto, but this is what I did. We have the foam inserts underneath here. I'm not sure if you can see those. Maybe you can. I tried to cut it the best I could, bend it inward, overlap it so water coming this way can't penetrate. And I'm hoping, even if water does kind of push this way, because of that foam, it's gonna stop it and come back down. So I'm gonna give you guys a drip test. Not talking about the outfit you're wearing, but a drip test on the end to show you how the water runs off the edge. There's your drip test. I think it's doing its job. But regardless, guys, that is it for me, and it's windy outside. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not super happy about it, but I had to do what I had to do. Liking the video is always appreciated. Subscribing is free. And y'all, stay sweaty.